is Ben, Liam and Belle on Nova.
G'day there, podcaster.
Yeah, baby.
Woo!
Another big day. There was one break in this one where I actually almost pooed myself.
Yeah.
Try and see if you can pick which one.
It was. I'll tell you, so then you can really notice it. It's at the end of the singing.
I was out of the door before the break.
Literally,
Liam walked
for the first
past
time
the
I-
out studio.
I think at one point I'm like, where to from here? Thinking that we'd say what the next 34-30 challenge is. And then Liam was like walking away. And I was like, well, yep. And then we just kind of, the break doesn't end anywhere.
Let's see. As you were singing, and maybe it's just because your beautiful baritone voice was
Vibrating
Resonating
through
with
your
your
body.
bow.
yeah, just like, when they break glass and stuff, the tenors sometimes. But like all in all, pretty fun show. I
Yeah,
reckon.
good fun.
There was some fun bits in it.
Enjoy.
He wants to do so many things before Ben Harvey turns 30.
30 things before he's 30. 30 things before he's 30. 30 things before he's 30. 30 things before he's 30.
Ben's doing 30 new things before he turns 30 on Thursday. So he's done a Ouija board. He has had the world's hottest sauce. He's had his nipple pierced. He's jumped off a 10-metre diving board. He's done all these things in the last few weeks. But we really put you out of your comfort zone yesterday. Belle and I weren't there for it, but we know you went to a singing lesson.
Yeah, so like it was a legit singing lesson. We went for an hour.
Wow.
And I'll admit, I've never claimed to be a good singer, and I'm not a good singer.
In fact, you're a bad singer, I would say.
Liam, you were using this as an example yesterday. So this was me just singing in an intro without any audio in the background, just to paint the picture of I'm a bit tone deaf.
On the first day of Christmas, Nova gave to me.
It doesn't really move up or down. It sort of just stays in a similar key.
Yep. So I was pretty nervous to have a singing lesson because I don't really take stuff seriously. And I was worried that this woman that I went to, she was going to take it very seriously.
Yeah,
and
of
I
course.
didn't want to mock her craft. But then when I was there, I don't know what happened, but when I walked into her studio, her dojo, her training room, I don't know what it was, but she was very sweet and she was a good teacher. And I definitely just started...
You got sucked in.
I got sucked into the lesson. I started taking it very seriously.
And then I'm hoping you've walked out like Justin Timberlake. Like I'm hoping you have the voice of an angel.
Well, before we find out what my voice now sounds like, I did record the lesson, and this is how it went.
Let's do a bit of a warm-up for you. Any old pitch you like. Lovely. A bit higher. E. Ooh. See if you can pitch it for me, and great. And so come up to That's it. So you can pitch.
So that was my lesson.
I reckon you were actually getting better throughout that lesson. Like at the start, it sort of sounded like she obviously has a beautiful voice. I mean, she does this for a living. But every time she would sing, it would sound just like you're at the dentist or something, going, like opening your mouth for the...
I thought she sounded like Snow White.
Yeah.
She had like a very angelic voice.
I'm getting that.
Specific.
No,
Yeah,
I
she
get
had
you.
Snow
Like
White
a
vibes.
Disney princess.
Sounded like
almost
animals would follow her voice.
Yeah, for sure.
yeah,
But you,
okay.
at the end there, you're hearing... That's Ben Harvey getting in key for the first time in his life.
And I must admit, I'm not putting mayo on it, but I started to understand what she was saying, and I was like, oh, I can hear
Really?
what you're
Wow.
trying to do.
Here we go.
Now, I reckon I'd need about 10 lessons to actually feel confident. But we did about half an hour of what you just heard. That was like half an hour cut down to a minute
wow.
of like trying to find what a key is and get the note.
Yeah.
And then we spent the second half actually learning the chorus of a song.
Wow. What song did you go for?
I went for "You Raise Me Up" by Josh Groban.
Oh yeah, the Grove. Yeah. That's a big ballad.
yeah.
Don't you raise
Oh,
me
no, I know
up?
the
yeah,
one.
yeah. That's
I
a
know
big.
the one.
That's a big song.
If you don't know,
You raise me up so I can stand. And he's like an operatic sort of
Yeah.
like. I'm pretty sure
But that's the thing.
you're playing it on hard mode. For
she
sure.
said to me when I walked in, I'm not putting mayo on it, but when I walked in, she went, "Wow, you're a beautiful baritone."
Oh, here we go.
And and Video Man Jack, he was the only person that was there. He can confirm. She was saying to me, she's like, "You're a true baritone." She said, "You're not like one of those like
One of those
high
fake
high
baritones."
fake baritone." She said, "Your voice is actually baritone."
So when
so
we
she said,
hearing-
if you can learn how to use it properly, she said it's actually a really good singing voice, but you got to learn how to use
So
it.
if
thought
you
baritone
can
was low.
harness the power.
I have got a low voice.
No, hang on. Are you saying baritone's high or low?
No, baritone's
Baritone's
low.
low.
Yeah, right. Sorry. Yeah, I
Yeah.
thought before you said you can go
She
really
said
high.
she said my voice had a beautiful warm depth to it,
Oaky timbre.
rich oaky timbre,
It's like a
caramel,
voice of an angel.
caramel tones.
Yeah.
she
Yeah,
said.
wonderful. Well, I mean, and that's the thing, because normally you sound tone deaf, but it's like it is low. I'll give you that.
Yeah.
On the first day of Christmas.
So I had a lesson
Yep.
on the chorus of "You Raise Me Up" by Josh Groban.
Are we going to get it next?
We're going to get it
Yes.
after
Oh my
Miley
God.
Cyrus.
I'm excited.
Miley Cyrus, Party in the USA. You are on Nova with Ben, Liam, and Belle. Miley Cyrus, bit of a tenor, if you ask me. Yeah, I know that stuff now because I had a singing lesson.
That's he's referring to the voice as well, not saying like, oh yeah, she's a 10.
That's
No,
what I thought.
like
I
tenor.
honestly thought you were saying.
No,
oh,
no,
sorry, she's hot.
No, because Ben had singing lessons yesterday, 30 before 30,
Yep.
and he's a baritone.
Yep. Belle, maybe you need a singing lesson because now I seem to know more than singing about you than you do.
And I know more about speaking than you,
Very
clearly.
touche.
Sick
So
burn there from Ben.
I actually had an hour's singing lesson. Now, I'm not saying that I'm a good singer, but I definitely enjoyed the lesson. I'll be honest.
Good.
I'm a little bit nervous to sing.
It's nice
because
with, like-
it's not like I'm not singing with production and you can sing it a couple of times and they layer your voice. Like when I sing the song I'm about to sing, it's just me with a piano.
Wow.
Yeah.
And that's the most powerful thing sometimes when it's just stripped back and you go, wow, you can really hear the emotion in the voice.
Yep.
And you've gone for a big song as well. Josh Groban, You Raise Me Up.
Yep. She said, my coach, my teacher, she said, now before you do it, you might be a bit nervous. She said, remember the A, B's and C's of nerves. I've forgotten A and C. I remember B was breathe.
Okay.
But I have forgotten A and C.
Was A like airflow?
And C was like, just chill. Chill out.
No, it wasn't
What's
those.
D? Is there a D?
No, it was A, B and C.
Oh, A, accept it?
Maybe. I'm just focusing on breathing.
Yeah, okay.
But
If
so-
it's not good, it's because he didn't do the two other steps. So we say we know
So
why.
far.
I reckon if I had 10 lessons, I'd be a confident singer.
Wow.
But with one lesson, like, I think I know where it is. I've just got to try and find it.
I like the idea, though, that with 30 before 30, there's some things that have really not been pleasant for you and other things where you're like, oh, I actually enjoy that. Like,
Yeah.
I don't mind that.
Yeah. If you don't know what song I'm singing, I have gone for Josh Groban, You Raise Me Up.
You raise me up so I can stand on mountains.
Now, I'm not going to sing it like that.
Okay.
I'm just going to
Oh.
sing it with my ability.
Okay.
Oh,
He's a professional
okay.
singer, Belle.
I thought you were aiming for that.
Well, that's what I'm trying to sing properly. That's what
Because
I'm
there's a
trying
key
to do.
change and everything. Hang on, are we doing the whole song?
No, I'm just doing the chorus. I'm doing like 4 lines of the song.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
I like your judgy tone.
No, I'm excited.
Liam
for it.
feels very supportive.
My
You feel very
judgy
judgy.
baritone.
Very good, which is what I am. A true baritone, she said.
Okay, we're procrastinating, Ben. You need to,
Yeah, I am
get into it.
procrastinating.
Accept it, Hey, you're going to do this.
All right, so I've got to kind of like loosen up a little bit because I feel like I'm nervous and I feel like it's going to muck my voice up.
Go,
So
Ben.
it'll be like you, okay, you. Ready?
We're ready.
Okay, here we go. You raise me up so I can stand on mountains. You raise me up to walk on stormy seas. I am strong when I am on your shoulders. You raise me up to more than I can be.
Well done,
Wow,
man.
that
Well
was
done.
very
You
beautiful.
held the note
That
nice
was
at
very
the end.
I
I feel
no
like that was the bit you
gropes,
were most confident about the last bit, I think.
Yeah, well, singing low I find easy
Yeah,
you
because
really...
I'm a true baritone.
Yes, no, we know that now.
He's got an air of confidence around him now. He knows he's a true
That's
baritone.
really good, Ben.
What I'm
really
looking
proud of
looking
you.
forward to is when we do an intro or a parody. Liam, because you are a tenor,
Yeah, I'm a tenor.
you're a natural tenor.
And you're a baritone.
I'm a baritone, so
Wow.
hopefully we can sync up there. and
Link,
it'll
it'll
sound
be
good.
like fire and ice.
Yeah.
Wow.
But I'd say you'd be a tenor, I think.
I don't know what that means.
Yeah.
I'd think I'm a 10.
I don't think that was perfect. I think I could do that better.
Yeah, for sure. No,
But-
100%.
Wait,
yeah.
whoa. No, I think it was beautiful. Really
there
proud
was a
of
couple
you.
of missed notes, but thanks, Belle.
Well, yeah, but you know,
Mm.
you got to start somewhere.
Got to start somewhere. Yeah. Where to from here?
Miley Cyrus level, that's you.
Yeah.
You're only a what if away from a holiday with whatif.com.
You could go to the dentist appointment or all the kids' sports.
But what if it was a weekend on the coast instead?
Book hotels, holiday rentals, apartments, and more.
What if it's Aussie for travel?
Liam. So yesterday, if you're listening to the show, you would know that Liam was very sick. He still managed to come into work, though. No sick days. Well done. But we would love to know how you're feeling today.
Not any better, my friend. Not any better.
You've been quite vacant from the
Yeah.
pre-show meeting.
Yeah, very vacant. But I appreciate you for carrying me this morning.
How many visits are you on today already?
We're clocking up 4.
That's disgusting.
Yeah.
I didn't think
it's
you'd have
just
anything
the old
left in
stomach bug.
you.
Dude, I haven't eaten in 2 days. I don't get what's going on. But
You must just have like...
it's good for my shred for the
things.
wedding, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'll be 60 kilos in a couple of days.
You do. You're the skinniest I've ever seen you. Oh, that's not true. No, that's not true. I've known you since you were 17.
I was a little
yeah.
twig boy.
You
I was
were.
a little
You
praying
were.
mantis. The good old days. The good old days.
You would have had nothing out of you back then
Well,
after day 2.
no, this is true. But enough about my poo. Let's kick on with the show. We do have some awesome stuff lined up. I'm very excited as well because I did have to leave straight off the show yesterday. But Ben, I know we sent you out for a singing lesson.
Yep.
For 30 before 30 because I don't know if people know this. You're a very bad singer. And I'm hoping now.
I don't know about that, Liam.
Mom! I'm hoping you're going to be singing like an angel for us a little bit later on this morning.
During that song there, we're just learning. We're learning how sick Liam really is. I had no idea. I knew you were sick, and I knew that you'd be going to the toilet a lot.
I don't think you should be here.
But you said you literally passed out yesterday for a bit.
Yeah, passed out a little bit.
You passed out in public. Like it wasn't like
Yeah.
at home.
I
I
was
went to
halfway-
bed
yeah.
for 6 hours. Like you were in public and you passed
You
out.
fainted.
Yeah, I've had a faint. I was actually getting a haircut. I thought I was feeling better, and then I just got like that hot, clammy, like all of a sudden when you like get that hot flush.
Yeah.
And then
So you went out in the chair.
yeah, and they had to take me outside, give me some water.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
How embarrassing.
Did you explain that you had a tummy bug?
yeah. I said I was a bit sick. Yeah,
And did they say, why are you here? Get out?
probably.
Did they finish the haircut?
Yeah, well, obviously, yeah. It was literally. It would have been so bad. I would have looked like I was in World War II or something. Like it was full. It was like half. You know what I mean? Like half shaved.
you
It was like
should not be
mid
here.
fade.
No, I appreciate you being
Can
here.
you leave?
No, he's doing a good job.
That's
He's
not
showing up.
healthy.
It is healthy. He's showing up.
That's
hard work.
toxic.
And if you
Adversity.
can pick which minute I pass out in, you win $2,000 this morning.
No.
It's coming up soon.
It's 6:10. Hallelujah, it's 6:10.
I, for one, hope that my son Freddie has a bit of his godfather in him.
Yeah.
A little bit of moxie.
Yeah,
you know?
a bit of chutzpah.
Ryan joins us now. Morning, Ryan. How you doing?
Good morning, guys. How are you?
Very
Good.
good, thank you. We got 5 questions. You get them all right, you get to choose the next song we play.
Now, Ryan, I really do want to move on from the fact that I am not feeling too well, but I don't write these quiz questions, but the first one is about that. My tummy bug has continued for the second day in a row. Can you spell diarrhea?
D-I-A-R-O, nah.
It's so hard.
It's really
We're going to
hard.
burn
Look,
through
Ryan,
callers on this.
stay there, yeah, because if we're burning through, we might come back to you.
Yeah. Louise, can you tell us how to spell diarrhea?
D-I-A-R-R.
You're doing really good. Oh,
No.
no, you were doing so well.
Louise, you did well.
Stay there, though, Louise. We'll come back to you if we can't get it. Let's go to Patty. Patty, can you spell diarrhea?
D-I-A-R-R-H. EA, I think.
Oh, you're missing one letter. I knew
Stay
we were
there,
going to
Paddy,
burn through
stay on the
people.
line.
Ben in Carrum, can you spell diarrhea for us?
Just by the way, Liam, you're a champion for coming in.
Thanks, mate.
Thanks.
Thanks, mate.
Toxic man.
I'm going to go with DIARRHEA.
No, that's just what Paddy
That's unfortunately what Paddy said. I will give someone the clue. It does have an O in there somewhere. People are just missing the O. Louise, you're back. Can you spell it for us now?
DIRR.
No.
Adam's called up. Can you spell diarrhea?
Is it DIAO?
No.
No. I mean, we got to ask ourselves:
Let's
do
move on.
we just bone the question? No one's getting it. It's super hard.
Let's try one more time. I mean, Paddy, you got...
You were so close, mate.
Pretty close.
There's an O near the end somewhere. Paddy, can you spell it for us?
I know. DIARRHOA.
Oh. We're giving it the bone. It's the first time ever we're giving it the bone. It's DIARRHOEA. It's a
Very
tricky word.
close,
It's a very
yeah.
hard word.
Yeah.
Diarrhea.
Diarrhea. Well, since you're here, Paddy, let's just move through with you now. A new Beatles song has dropped overnight. Can you name one of the two living Beatles?
Paul McCartney.
Yeah, Ringo's still kicking as well. Hey, it's Derby Day tomorrow. Very exciting. Going to be heading along. Thanks to my mates at VRC. What Melbourne racecourse is Derby Day at?
Flemington.
You got it. Kim and Kanye's daughter, Northwest, ate an unpeeled raw onion like an apple. What former Aussie PM also did the same?
Wouldn't have the
You
slightest.
don't
You
remember
don't
that?
remember the Prime
He
Minister?
also would be, he ran around in his budgie smugglers.
Nah.
No,
Yeah,
Paddy.
Paddy. Louise, you'd know the PM who ate the onion, budgie smugglers.
Tony Abbott.
Yeah, it was Tony. Celine Dion has made her first public appearance since her tragic health condition last year. Can you finish these lyrics?
My heart will go on.
No.
It's a long morning, isn't it?
13 24 10. Give us a buzz if you think you know the lyrics. Next in line is Adam. Finish these lyrics.
Oh, I could not tell you.
Oh, Adam. No.
You've not seen Titanic? You've not seen the film Titanic?
Paddy's back.
Yeah,
Should we
let's just go to Paddy again. Paddy, ever reliable. We're just burning through the same people here today. Paddy, come on, mate. Finish this. Wrap this up.
La 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 la.
Oh, dear Lord. Oh, my God.
I like that you didn't say, I don't know it. You went, yeah, here we go.
You just thought it would come to you in the moment, obviously. Jesus, this is taking a very long time this morning. Josh, finish these Celine Dion lyrics.
I believe that my heart will go on.
Yeah.
He's done it. Well done. Well done, Josh.
Nice work,
We'll sort your
Josh.
lunch today. Don't you worry about that, my friend.
Yeah, all thanks to Soul Origin, $150, so a big lunch.
You also get to choose the next song we play this morning. So we've decided to go for a bit more Friday vibes, Bill.
Yeah, so I flipped the Britney song from yesterday to a more upbeat song, Stronger.
Well, you know, it fits. She brought out the autobiography this week. Or, Josh, would you like an old classic, a bit of flagpole sitter?
Say again, Josh.
Let's lock in Britney.
Yes!
What?
Josh! Yeah!
Really?
The boys didn't think it'd get up.
The pop star.
Yeah!
Oh,
Josh.
aliens are coming. That is Britney Spears' Stronger. You are here with Ben, Liam and Belle.
Yeah, so shout out to Josh that picked that for the 610 quiz. He was the winner, and it is a fantastic song. It was like 23 years ago that was released.
Yes.
Really?
And we were saying that it sounds like the aliens from War of the Worlds. I've got it here if you didn't know what we were talking about.
Yeah, that is
War of the Worlds.
same.
Britney.
Isn't it? I forget
good.
that was because it was Tom Cruise, but that was Dakota Fanning. But
Yes.
when she was like at 5 or
And
something.
so there's Dakota Fanning, which is his daughter, and then
Yeah.
there's his stepson who doesn't like him because he's his stepdad, and he doesn't want to
That's
love him.
right.
And then by the end of the movie, he proves to his stepson that he loves him, and
Classic.
they all come together.
Classic.
I'm in the mood to watch War of the Worlds this
Yeah,
weekend.
it's a good movie.
I remember it being really good, but I reckon we have
Dakota
like a
Fanning is in there's that scene where Dakota Fanning's in the basement.
Yeah, that's
and
the best
eye
bit.
comes down,
Yeah.
is looking for her, which is very similar to Jurassic Park when they're in the kitchen and the raptor's looking for them.
Yeah, no, it's a good one. I reckon we only had the Bali copy though, so I never really got to experience the full magic of it. It
Do
was
yourself
it was
a
a little
favour.
crispy. It was
Yeah.
like filmed in a cinema type thing.
Kim Kardashian's daughter, North, is getting blasted online this morning after she ate a onion raw, like an apple, like bit into it, skin on and everything. Kind of think Tony Abbott.
You're just going to eat an onion like an apple. This is what she does, people. Oh my gosh, this onion breath is going to make me cry. No, it's so strong.
Oh my God.
Stop it. Get
your onion breath
away from you.
So gonna make me
This is she's like a normal kid. Eating onions.
She's so North is 10, and
Is
apparently
she? That's gone quick.
yeah, I know, right? She's the oldest. But apparently this is what she does. She eats vegetables raw, which
Which is okay for like a carrot.
totally.
Some celery if you have
Even
some peanut
broccoli, that's
butter. Yeah,
okay.
broccoli's not the worst.
Broccoli raw?
I like raw broccoli. It's
No,
nice.
it's got a horrible taste.
No, it doesn't.
I-
It's
I
nice.
was as far to say is I love broccoli. I
Yeah.
really like it if it's in like a stir fry or
Yeah.
even it's just a veggie on the side. But it's got to be cooked. If it's raw, it's got that grassy taste to
I
it.
like that. I like that. And I feel like
You
it's...
can't raw dog broccoli.
I like raw dogging broccoli.
Some foods you can raw dog them though. Like I like like pasta, like San Remo pasta.
like
If-
crunchy.
if you're making some pasta, you're not having one or two.
No,
right?
it's too hard. It's
I like
too
it.
hard.
And it like sort of like has that creamy film in your mouth. When you hear that.
Ah.
You don't like that? You never raw dogged pasta before?
No, that's too hard.
I, as a kid, you get the raw spaghetti,
Yeah.
and I'd eat that. But I feel like the San Remo like bow ties, that'd be too much.
Oh no! I'm talking about the spaghetti.
Oh, okay. I thought you were doing like
He's
the
doing a
curly
whole
ones.
shell.
I'm not a freak. I'm not having San Remo. I'm not raw dogging little raviolis uncooked.
You know what I love actually? Just on the pasta boat. So if you ever use like the crushed tomato tin, crushed tomatoes,
Yeah.
love eating that with
That's
a spoon.
okay. I think
Love
that's
that.
all right. That's just. I mean, it's
Like
very
like
tomatoey,
it's
but
just like a tomato soup, I guess.
Yeah, but it's not. It's like it's got bits of peel in it and stuff. It's 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 a real mixed
do
bag in
you
there.
raw dog anything?
Well, there's 2-minute noodles. I think everyone
Oh
did
yeah,
that.
everyone. Yeah. It's like you go to your friend's house and you're like, hey, you want to know a trick?
Yeah.
You just put the dust on it and you just eat it raw.
My wife Sam raw dogs her shoes. Like she'll go no socks.
That's not
My
hang on, we're in a whole
dad.
different area.
Well,
now.
it's
That's raw dogging.
That's raw dogging.
That's raw dogging.
My dad raw dog shaves. Like he doesn't use he doesn't use shaving cream. He literally just has a razor and goes on his face. Just-
It's not okay.
I know, and his skin must just be so tough, like a boot or something.
Need to do. What are you raw dogging?
Yes.
We just gave you a bunch of. Maybe it's broccoli. Maybe it's shaving. Maybe it's your shoes.
What are you raw dogging? You're not cooking it, or
Yeah.
you just
It's basically when you're doing something the way it's not supposed to be done.
you're doing it. You're
You've
doing
missed
it
a
raw.
step. If you
Yeah.
do it and you miss a step, okay.
Imagine if someone raw dogged a banana with skin on and everything. Just
Oh, I
ate
think
it.
people do that.
Whoa.
Skin of a
I
banana.
think people do that.
People do kiwi fruit raw
yeah,
dog.
that's a thing.
It's got fur on it. Yuck.
Why don't we do 13, 24, 10? What are you raw dogging? Our favourite raw dog is walking away with an Amazon Echo smart speaker. You can listen in multiple rooms. Just say, Alexa, play Nova.
So raw dog could be uncooked or unpeeled
yeah.
or
Yep.
I don't know.
Yep.
Let's see if Jackamore has one from Mitchum. What are you raw dogging?
I'm raw dogging mince and I'm making burgers.
No.
Yeah, you put the seasoning in it's yummy.
I mean, I suppose
It's awesome, man.
Yeah.
I don't think that's
Well, I think
okay.
that's steak tartare. The French do it. You know, that's, you have a fine palate there, Giacomo.
A fine palate and an iron gut. You
Yeah.
are raw dogging raw mince.
You're obviously not doing chicken mince.
13, 24, 10. Ash in Ashburton. That's nice. What do you like raw dogging?
I love a raw dog. I do mash, but I don't take the skin off the potatoes.
Oh,
yeah.
That's like a rustic mashed potato.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I don't hate
Yeah.
that. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
all right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nikita in Eltham joins us now. What are you raw dogging?
I love to have tomato paste with minced garlic.
That's a lot.
Hang on.
That's a powerful. I mean, that
Tomato
would.
paste, like the concentrated paste.
But then
and
with the raw garlic in there, that's going to clear your nostrils out. That's
How
for sure.
did you first discover that you liked that?
I was making pizzas and just mixed it up.
I imagine, you were doing the back of the spoon, you're spraying the
Wow.
sauce out, you had some garlic on there, and then you licked the spoon. You're like, that tastes pretty good.
So then, Nikita, are you like, do you just sit down with a bottle of the paste, put a spoon in, and then kind of sprinkle some garlic? What's the process here?
Yeah.
I get a tablespoon of tomato paste
Yeah.
and then like about a teaspoon of minced garlic on top.
Because garlic,
And you do it in one spoonful, or you mix
Yeah,
it?
one spoonful.
and you're saying that garlic's uncooked.
It's like the
Yeah,
paste.
minced
Like
garlic in a jar.
Yeah, the jar. So you got two jars. You got the paste and the paste.
That's
and,
heavy.
That is heavy.
That's heavy.
It's a lot.
Yeah,
Your breath would smell lovely.
Emma in Sandhurst. What are you raw dogging?
I'm a bit of a strange one, but I'm raw dogging cement.
What do you
Say again?
mean?
Sorry?
What?
So, as a kid, my dad was a tradie and he used to mix up cement to do brickwork,
Yeah.
etc.
Yeah.
And I used to have this obsession about sticking my fingers into the cement and licking them. And then it grew to like picking like dried cement like off the wall.
What?
That's gotta be
Emma,
carcinogenic.
you're eating cement?
Yes.
Have you outgrown that?
I'd like to say yes, but I occasionally still pick it off
So,
walls.
I'm sorry,
it's-
Emma.
it's
hang
like
on,
that.
hang on. Sorry. Hang on. Back up. So do you walk up to a wall that has just been concrete or like cement? Like, does it have to be wet? I'm confused.
When I was a kid, it was wet, and then now, like, my parents have like exposed brick in their house, so I just pick at it.
Dude, it's like Emma. You know how people there's that thing in Australia. It's like go to Bunnings, eat a bag of cement, like harden the F up. Like you've taken that literally. Like you're like, what's for dinner tonight? Should we get Uber Eats? Nah, I'm just gonna have a bag of cement.
It sounds like something someone would say
actually awesome.
if they were joking, but then I believe you.
I believe you,
The
man.
way you're
It's-
saying
yeah.
it, I believe you, but I can't comprehend it.
I love that you visit your parents' house who have exposed brick and you
Yeah.
just stand there going, that is
Can't take you to
wild.
parties.
Do you know, I only learnt the other day, you guys told me about this here at work. I only learnt the other day about that guy that has eaten a whole plane.
Oh yeah.
Like piece by piece, and there are people, and he'd eaten 18 bicycles.
You're like that guy, Emma. You remember that guy from Guinness World Book of Records, and he would piece by piece he ate a whole plane.
Well, I don't think cement's quite like metal, but
It's pretty weird. It's pretty weird.
It's pretty up there,
Yeah.
Emma. You're pretty like the plane guy.
Emma, it's weird. Yeah, I'm not weird like that guy.
Yeah,
Emma,
I'm just eating cement off walls.
It's weird enough to get you that Amazon Echo smart speaker. Congrats.
oh yay, thank you.
No
Just don't
worries.
eat it.
Thanks, Emma. Go see a doctor.
People that don't know, Liam, you're a massive Beatles fan. You must be on cloud nine because for the first time in 53 years, the Beatles have released new music.
It doesn't really make sense, but that's exactly what's happened. They've used, obviously John Lennon passed away in the 80s, but they used AI to strip his voice out of a recording that happened in 1970. And then Paul and Ringo, they're still alive. They've jumped on. I'm not sure how they've done the George stuff. But yeah, it's a brand new song for the first time in 53 years. And they stopped recording in 1969, and then Let It Be was their last album, which was released in like January 1970.
I've been keen all morning to find out, what do you think of the song?
You know, I've not even heard it.
You haven't heard
No,
the
I
song?
haven't. Yeah, I've been a bit sick, so I've
What have you
not
been
heard
doing
it.
this morning?
This is crazy.
not
So that
listening to the
means
Beatles.
that means that because you only get to hear new Beatles like once.
Well, yeah, I don't think they'll ever, unless it's like a bit of a hit, and then they just start like
Well, that's the
AI.
thing now
with
AI.
Yeah.
But
what
this
if it
is
just-
this is
yeah.
kind of wild because I'm like, if the Beatles are the first to do it, surely there's other bands out there where you're like, like In Excess, for example, with Michael Hutchence or whatever. Like, I'm sure this will become a bit of a thing. When
And then you start to wonder, like, are you actually getting the music like from these people? It starts to get a bit of a grey area.
Whereas I don't even know the legalities. I'm assuming the family have to like sign off and everything.
Do you want to hear it?
I'd love to hear it.
Should we play it on Nova?
Can we?
We can definitely play Beatles.
Yeah, I don't know.
I haven't heard it.
It's not very.
No, but
fresh.
just as far as like even just a historic thing. Like, this is. I think this is a big news story today.
We all get to listen to new Beatles together. It's like it's
for the
60s.
first time. So this is a brand new Beatles song. They've made it through AI and the surviving members for the first time in 53 years. Enjoy.
We all just listened to a bit of history together there. Brand new music from the Beatles.
How does that work? Well, they used John Lennon's voice through AI. It was like, song that he had penned back in the 70s. And he's obviously passed away now. George Harrison's passed away. But the two remaining members managed to pull it all together.
I thought that was a 3-minute long intro to a song.
Okay.
Actually went for 4 minutes.
Oh, well, did it?
Well,
Felt like 4 hours.
I for one found that quite emotional. I think that was.
Are you serious?
It was beautiful.
What the hell?
Producer Andy, who's outside the studio, but he's a Beatles head as well. He likes the Beatles. He said George Harrison will be rolling his grave.
It's probably a bit of a cash grab to be completely fair, but it's still cool. Like, it's a cool concept that you can do that. It's not going to go down in history as the best Beatles song ever made, for sure. But it's impressive that is now an option available to us, and we're probably going to see a lot more of that in the future.
My advice brings all the folks to the yard, and they're like, growing lawn is hard. Have some sea salt, it's free of charge. Damn right, it's Ben's backyard.
Yep, that's right. It's time for Ben's Backyard. All sponsored by Sea Salt. Don't forget the Sea Salt at Bunnings Warehouse Hardware and Garden Centres. Now, 13 24 10. Give us a buzz. Sea Salt every week. Give me $500 to give out however I see fit. So if you want a slice of that pie, 13 24 10. I've also got these amazing Sea Salt packs to give out with the cash.
And I've got to say a big thank you to Sea Salt, because it is genuinely the biggest sponsored segment we have.
Totally.
It is. What started out as like a bit of a joke.
Yeah.
And it's like, Ben's talking about gardening. It's like Sea Salt have got around it.
They've woken up one morning going, oh my God, finally there's a segment we
FM radio is getting onto gardening. It's been on AM for years. Yeah.
I've heard as well from Sea Salt, they're thoroughly enjoying it. So it's nice to know that it's a symbiotic relationship.
Shouts to
a
the
bit like
folks.
Sea Salt and the organics in the ground.
I like to think they're all sitting around the Sea Salt factory right now, laughing along, enjoying another morning at Ben's backyard.
In all seriousness, I would love a tour of the Sea Salt factory.
What?
Imagine if we did a prize where you got to come on a bus and we go to the Sea Salt factory.
I love Sea Salt. I don't know if I'd be down for the factory tour. I'm not going to lie. I think that's probably more of a you one, Ben, and I'm sure there would be some listeners who would love that as well.
Look, we're already getting calls coming through for Ben's backyard. That's awesome. But I'm super duper excited to announce, for the first time ever, we're going to be joined next by a special guest for Ben's backyard.
Segment gets everything.
A guest?
We have got a guest.
A high-profile guest?
A very high profile. A perfect guest for Ben's backyard. We're going to be joined by Scotty Cam.
Does he do backyard?
He loves backyard.
He did the Backyard Reno show before the block.
Right.
Yeah.
He loves his sheds as well. He's a qualified tradie. So if you have got a question about your backyard and you want to ask it directly to Scotty Cam, 13 24 10, pick up the phone, give us a buzz. You get to chat to Scotty Cam. You also get yourself some Sea Salt gardening packs and a slice of $500. All thanks to Sea Salt. Very excited because we're now joined by the icon, Scotty Cam. How you doing, mate?
Hey guys, how are you?
Doing very good, thank you. Now, Scotty, I do a regular segment on this show, Ben's Backyard. Very excited because you're going to be my first ever guest on the segment. We'll get to that in just a second. Before we start talking Ben's Backyard, let's talk about the block. I'm a massive blockhead. This has been a great season of the block, I must say. There's been no shortage of drama, though, has there?
No, well, the block's a bit organic. The drama creates itself, I think, and we don't sort of push any of that. It just happens. And people say to me, there's too much drama. Well, I can't help it. They just do it themselves.
And Scotty,
we throw 8 cameras in front of them and then leave them to their own devices.
I also genuinely get the vibe when I watch the show that you come across as a father figure, whether you're doing that intentionally or not, but you come across as a father figure. And when people fight, you do seem a bit like the dad who's trying to hold everyone together and you're trying to work it out.
We had Eliza and Liberty on this week, and they were saying that there is a lot of drama, and it's not, as you said, it's not peddled along like a lot of those shows are. And I suppose you're in a fairly pressure cooker situation, so things are going to boil over all the time.
Also, speaking of,
you get 5 couples together, and they haven't slept for a while, and they're under pressure, as you say, and they've got to build a house, and they've got to do this for this week, and they've got to build a bathroom. They're getting judged as well, so people scrutinise everything they're doing, and they get upset at times. And you're right, it's my role to go in there and calm the kids down.
Scotty, if we may, let's talk a little bit about Ben's backyard.
Mate, I'm excited.
We got people calling up with questions. I said, if you have a question for Scotty Cam, 13 24 10, give us a buzz. Emily has done just that. Em, what's your question for Scotty Cam?
So with Christmas coming up, I was wondering what the best set of tools to get my boyfriend would be.
Oh, well, that's Emily. Aren't you the best girlfriend ever? Buying some tools. I would. Look, I don't know what he's got so far, but I would buy him a little cordless kit. Maybe you can get Makita do a kit where there's a cordless drill, an impact driver, and maybe a grinder, a little 4-inch grinder.
Yeah.
And all the batteries match, and that's a little starter kit for power tools to get him rolling.
Yeah.
And that's what I'd do.
Scotty, obviously you're buying those from Mitre 10.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, of course. But Emily, I'd like you to be my girlfriend as well.
There you go, Emily. Hope you enjoyed. Nicole joins us now from Kilsyth. Morning, Nicole. What's your question for Scotty Cam?
We want to put up a shed in the backyard. Should we lay pavers as the base or go with a concrete slab base? What do you reckon?
Well, it all depends on you can do pavers, but as long as you prepare the base underneath that and get it right so it's nice and level. Yeah. And it'll be a lot cheaper to do it that way as opposed to forming up and doing concrete, although that's going to be fairly stable. But you're going to need like 100 mil slab at least. You need Rio and you need formwork. Yeah. So really, as a DIY job, I would just pave it and get it nice and level, find out off someone how to do that and get it, get the base right, and then whack your shed up. Those sheds that you buy, the garden sheds, they're very difficult to put together. If you've got the coin, maybe you get someone from the company to put it together for you.
That's how I do it, Scotty.
Very good. Look, Scotty, we can keep you here all day because the phone lines are absolutely full. I thoroughly enjoyed having you on as a guest for Ben's Backyard. Thank you so much, and all the best for the auctions this Sunday at 7 p.m. on Channel 9.
So you guys, it was a privilege to be a guest on Ben's Backyard.
The inaugural guest.
Thanks, Scotty. Take it easy, mate. Also, don't forget the Seasol at Bunnings Warehouse, Hardware and Garden Centres. That was good. What did you think of my first guess?
Yeah, it was good. Yeah, I liked that.
I mean, you've started strong, so it's
hard.
only down from here.
I must admit, when you think of backyard, maybe Costa from Gardening Australia, but
he would be good.
There's not many people left in the gardening world that you can speak to.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to put Costa on my hit list.
Yeah. Did you see this nutter at Canberra Airport? So she's late for the plane, right? And you know how they close it a little bit early sometimes, in my opinion. It's a bit annoying, but you do, you got to be there on time. They don't muck around. Especially,
I think as a team and as Melbourne, as a state, we can all agree sometimes they do shut it a little early.
I think so.
And it's unfortunate.
Yeah.
But don't do what this woman's done.
That obviously bag drop cuts off sometimes. You're like, come on, there's still ages before the flight.
Yep.
But this woman's just going, nah, I'm getting on that plane. So I don't know how. Canberra Airport's a little airport. It's a nice airport, but it's small. So she's obviously evaded security. She's walked out onto the tarmac as the plane is taxiing.
Thinking that she's going to be able to climb up the landing gear.
She's walking under the wing and she's waving at the pilot like, oi!
You forgot one!
It's a bus, and it's like, hey man, sorry,
But, like,
can you just stop and open the door?
It's
Nah, it doesn't work like
literally
that.
getting ready to take off. She could
It's
get
so
sucked
funny.
into the jets. Should be mincemeat.
But the footage of her, like, she's like just walking around underneath the plane.
And there's alarms going off because it's like a police matter. So you can't be on the tarmac when it's sort of taxiing. But that's happened right here in Australia.
It's wild that it's from Canberra. It seems like one of those Florida woman stories.
Yeah,
it does.
absolutely.
Liam and Belle, can I ask you a question? Do you know what you want to do with your body when you pass?
I'm leaning towards cremation.
Cremation?
Mhm.
Okay. Liam, what about you?
Well, of course, all Australian radio will cease for 2 weeks of mourning. They'll be just playing my favourite songs. No one talks.
Yep.
No ads, ad free.
Yep. Non-negotiable.
After that period, it'd be cremation as well. I mean, it's not fun thinking about that, but then on the flip, the other thing is not that much more fun. So
Taking up space in the earth.
and also like you're gone and you're dead and gone.
You
so
know what
who
I
knows?
want to do?
What do you want to do?
I want to be. I don't know what the technical terms is, but I want to be put into into a pot, and they plant a tree.
Yeah.
And they put it on the
yeah.
ground, so then it feels like you are that tree.
Yes.
That's
yes,
pretty cool.
That's cool.
Some people, when they pass, want to be shot into space. Now that's possible.
Do they, Gus?
All thanks to stardustme.com. That's a company that Stu Potter has started, and he joins us now. Morning, Stu. How you doing?
Hey, good morning, Ben, Liam and Belle. Good morning, and good morning, Melbourne listeners. Doing really good. Thank you very much.
Now, Stu, we wanted to get you on this morning because we heard that people are getting their ashes shot into space. You're the man behind this. Tell us, where did the idea come about?
I guess this is one of those crazy COVID thoughts that came in, whilst we were in lockdowns here in New Zealand.
Yep.
And I had a few mates, one working in the funeral industry, another working as a rocket engineer. In the space industry.
I literally was about to make a joke of but I'm like, you literally were friends with both sides.
Three guys walk into a bar. And
Yeah, literally.
it's kind of it's got that kind of appeal to it.
That's crazy.
A lot of crazy things happen during the COVID lockdowns, and this is just one of those crazy ideas that come off the back of it.
So the next question is, how do you get the ashes into space?
So what we've done, we've made that reasonably straightforward because what we've done is we've worked alongside the funeral industry.
Mm-hmm.
So, that can be accessed, the service can be accessed through your service funeral providers.
Mm-hmm.
And all we do is we have the hardware and the tech to be able to connect families with their funeral providers to then package up the tokens. So we've got the memorial tokens that hold 1 gram of ashes, so it's a small handful of ashes.
Uh-huh.
And then we take care of the rest. So then we send the memorial tokens across to the States, integrate the memorial tokens onto the SpaceX Falcon 9 rockets, and then the launch logistics are all sorted. They're launched into space, about 500 kilometres up into space.
Wow.
And then that will stay up in space with the satellite intact for up to 10 years, which allows the family to be able to track them for that full time.
So they know where they are in space
they
as well.
know where they are, right.
So it
you
doesn't
can go
explode.
outside.
I thought it would got shot up and then it goes into.
No, it doesn't explode. So you can watch the satellite go overhead. You can literally track it in real time. You can watch your loved one go overhead in the night sky.
So you're like, wow, Nana's in Spain. She's over the top of the Great Wall of China. So that's because
you can. Yeah.
Stu,
you
that's
get a map of the world and you can track it on
wow.
the
That is really cool. And I suppose, that's like a nice thing for people, but, to know where their sort of loved ones are in the universe. But I just thought this 100% was going to be one of those weather balloons that you sort of take about. But no, you're actually using rockets.
No, we're using rockets. We're actually using Elon Musk's SpaceX rockets.
So much cooler.
From the SpaceX sites.
It must be very expensive then.
So I guess that'd be my next two-parter for you. First part, can people from Melbourne do this? Second part, what would it cost to do if someone wanted to do it?
So first part, absolutely. Doesn't matter where you are in Australia, Melbourne included. We can support customers out of Melbourne. Second part, we've brought the cost right down. So that was the challenge for us, was to make this affordable for all families. So we've brought that down to a price of just under 3,000 Australian dollars.
Okay, yeah, right.
Okay.
But if you when you're talking funerals and coffins and that sort of stuff, it gets very expensive very quickly. So if you just go, no, we're just going to do the space thing and we'll have our own, you could see that why that's a great send-off.
I originally, when I was thinking about it, I was like, oh yeah, the idea of being up in space, that's kind of cool. But I didn't realise the other side of it, where your loved ones can watch where you are in space.
Yeah, wow.
That is cool.
Yeah. Well, I guess that was part of the challenge in COVID, right? People were disconnected from families that were, with funerals. So what we've done is use technology and digitalisation to connect family up. Doesn't matter where in the world you are, you can watch the launch live and you can connect them with the tracking app.
Well, there you go.
This is crazy.
On the connection.
Stu, though, is it like one person, one token per rocket, or is it like, all right, you're getting lumped in with like a whole flight of people? Because surely, like, how many people have you had requesting this?
So we have our second flight going up in 5 days' time, actually. So this will be our second flight of this year. We have another one all pegged to go for early next year. So, and we've only focused on the New Zealand market initially.
Yeah.
This is the first opportunity that we're making this available in Australia. So already getting significant demand from Aussie.
There you go. I mean, if this is something that you're interested in, stardustme.com.
This sounds like a giant ad also, but like genuinely, we saw this and we were like, we need to speak to Stu.
Yeah.
So cool.
I feel like, honestly, we had the new Beatles song this morning, the AI stuff. Now we're talking about shooting ashes into space. What a world we're living in. What a time. It makes me excited. I think we're going to get flying cars soon, for sure.
Yeah, Stu, you have a great day, mate.
You too. Thank you so much. Thanks, Alvin.
See ya. That's crazy. You can shoot your ashes into space these days.
I'm a bit worried about the space junk stuff, but that's
No, space is huge. Look, put it this way. There's more room in space than there is if you're burying people in the ground.
Oh, totally. Yeah, no,
do you know what I mean?
Yes.
Yeah, but the bodies do break down.
Yeah, I'm sure they break down in space as well. Little tracking.
What are you basing that on?
I don't know. I'm just defending Stu, man. He's a nice guy. I'm trying to get around his business.
Do you guys remember, Ben and Liam, the other day, like 2 days ago, I said to you that I was scammed?
I knew it. He sent the speaker, didn't he?
No. I did it again.
Oh.
What?
Okay.
So on Marketplace, I'm looking for a Yui Boom, Mega Boom,
and you're advertising
3 or whatever it's
that
called.
Fact. I think you actually asked for listeners to call in a couple of days ago.
13, 24, 10. I'm still after one.
Yeah,
please.
and then there was one in the work kitchen, and then you were asking around if you could take it.
There was 2 in the kitchen. I don't think we need 2 here. But anyway.
It's literally got no entertainment carved into it.
I like getting secondhand stuff. I just can't justify going to a shop and
you're
buying
a scam.
something
Because
new.
you're cheap.
No, because you open Marketplace and there's so many of these speakers.
Your phone, I know you're probably getting scammed all the time because you can't actually see who you're messaging because your phone screen's so cracked. And every time I get a new phone, I give it to you.
Yes.
I should be giving it to like my parents or something like that, but I give it to you.
No. Well, anyway, so I went on Marketplace and I the other day I was messaging this guy and he said, yeah, cool, pay me the postage and then I'll send it to you.
And to be fair, you asked me if that was a scam.
You.
I'm probably not the best person to ask because I've been scammed before.
You said it's fine and then I
did.
believed you and I paid him and then it never came and then he deleted the profile. And then I thought, okay, that's all right. That's once. I've learnt my lesson. And then I found another one and this guy was like, yeah, cool. I'm up in like country Victoria for a few weeks, but I've got
Probably
it with
the
me.
same guy.
It's the same guy.
Well, no, so then what I did was, so he said, well, do you just want to pay for it? And I was like, oh no, here we go again. And I said to him, oh, I've just been scammed, so I don't really feel comfortable with
He
that.
said, no worries. Don't worry about that at all.
And then I asked producer Andy and I said, look at this guy's profile. What do you think?
Yeah.
And he said, nah, that guy looks legit. And I said, great, I'll take his word. But he did say, but maybe just don't do it again. Just make
It just
the person.
seems like
Hang
how
on,
many
so
people in
then I
regional
transferred-
Victoria are selling
So I-
UE
yeah,
booms?
UE booms.
Well, I transferred this guy $50.
Oh,
so now I've
God.
lost $115 and no UE
But
Boom
why did
speaker
you-
in my hands.
Why did you do that?
Because I thought this guy was nice.
Just go
And
to
he said-
JB Hi-Fi.
like, he
and just
gave
you're
me
probably
a
halfway
number.
there now.
And he's like...
What happens if you call the number?
I haven't tried, actually. I texted him and he didn't reply.
Should we call him?
Well, he's deleted. He's also now deleted the profile and it said it doesn't exist
I'm
anymore.
assuming the number's just a fake number.
Well,
So
no,
it-
because when I texted it was an iMessage. So maybe he just hasn't replied to me, but that's
right.
okay.
Yeah, you got to stop getting scammed.
I don't know. I think I'll give it another shot.
Is this an excuse for you to talk about UE booms so you can ask listeners for more?
13, 24, 10. If you have, you know what? I'm branching out now. If you just have an old speaker that you don't want anymore, I'll take it. At this point, I'll take anything. If you've got an iPod dock speaker, I'll take it.
If you just joined us, you would know Belle's been scammed twice now on Facebook Marketplace trying to get is it a UE Boom?
Yeah, a little UE Boom. I think it's like a mega speaker or mega boom.
I don't think
free.
we can rule out that it's the same guy just on Facebook Marketplace who's scamming people
Yeah,
from
but
regional
like,
Victoria.
it's such a specific thing.
We did say, though, well, Belle, you said if anyone has one they want to give to you,
Yeah.
seems a little bit a bit cheap.
As in by me?
Yeah, by you.
I've spent like $115
Yeah, but if you
now
just bought
on
if you just bought a new one in the first place, you would be in this predicament.
But I like buying things secondhand because when there's so many of them out there that work perfectly fine, and yet we go and buy new ones, I want to just. I can't do that.
You just love free stuff.
Mandy, this is not free.
Mandy has given us a buzz. Morning, Mandy. Have you got one, or you know where to get one from?
Good morning. Well, I don't have one. I do have one, but not that I'm giving away at the moment.
No,
but I
sorry,
did
Belle.
go into Harvey. Sorry, Belle. I went into Harvey Norman yesterday because I'm looking for a computer, and in their clearance bin they had the JBL 5, which is a fairly reasonable size, for about $119. But I figure you've just paid $115 for two that you didn't get.
Well, you know what?
Even though it's new, it's still a good deal.
It's new, but if it's in the clearance like bin or like bucket, and they're gonna probably just cark it soon, and they'll be throwing it out, then that is
You know
okay.
what?
I'll take that.
You know what? As a show, I think, you know what, we're feeling generous.
I think we can find $119.
Yeah, I reckon we can find $119.
And as a finder's fee, Mandy, we will get you that JBL speaker.
It's all yours.
Oh, for me?
Yeah, it's for you, Mandy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Mandy. So what they've done there is
Yeah.
they sounded like they were going to be generous and then give me a speaker, and then what they've done is
No,
they've
how it
given
works
that
on
to
radio
you.
is we give listeners the prizes. They don't give us
unless
prizes.
you're a listener and you still have a speaker at home that you don't want.
Mate, no one's giving you a speaker.
I will take that.
Mandy, that's all yours. You have a great day, Mandy.
Give you mine.
See you, Mandy.
I can give you mine.
No, I'm going to fade you down.
Mandy.
No.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, bit of shush thanks. Time for Ben, Liam and Belle's Friday Meat Tray.
Every darn week, we give away a Friday meat tray to our favourite caller. It's all thanks to award-winning Ashburton Meats. They've got over 30 years' experience and support local farmers. Order your Otway Christmas ham now at ashburtonmeats.com.au.
I went to Ashburton Meats yesterday.
Oh, yeah? Did you get some ham?
I got some chicken sausages.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, very yummy.
Yeah, beautiful. Well, before we get to the best caller, as is tradition, we like to tip the hat to another caller. I would say the cheekiest caller of the week.
The naughtiest caller.
Yeah, it'd have to be Louisa. We did this bit where we gave away 36 bananas, and it was like a 9-minute break because I ordered 6 and I got 6 bunches.
Yep. But you did make it very clear, Liam, that it was one banana per caller.
Yeah, but Louisa didn't follow the rules. Louisa, would you like a banana?
I'd love a banana. I'm making banana bread.
Oh, wonderful. Louisa in Bundoora. You want one?
Yes, please.
All right.
Did you call him Louisa?
Carrie. Louisa, hang on. Have you already got a banana?
Maybe.
Get out of here. Get out of here, you banana thief. It was actually a good pickup from Belle because I was way too deep in the nana zone. I was just rolling through them. Yeah, well done. But I think our best caller this week was a young lad. He was calling through with tricks instead of treats because we're saying how no one really does tricks on Halloween.
Yep.
And Jay was his name from Mount Martha, only 11 years old. He ended up getting tricked himself. Jay, how old are you?
I'm 11.
You're 11. So, and you're going to be tricking some people tonight, is that right?
Yeah, this one's pretty scary. I'm handing out mandarin.
Spooky fruit. No one wants that.
Hey, Jay, how would you like a PlayStation?
Yes.
Tricked you, mate.
So mean, Ben.
But it's the spirit of the day.
Awful.
Jay joins us now. Oh, sorry, Ben tricked you, mate.
Hello.
Hey,
Hello.
Jay. Mate, you're our caller of the week, and you got yourself the Friday meat tray.
Thank you.
Yeah. Have you ever won a meat tray before?
Jay, sorry, no, we're definitely giving you this. Like,
No,
it sounds
yeah,
like you're
yeah,
unsure
yeah,
and you don't really know.
Because you've been tricked before. But yeah,
Yeah.
you definitely are winning
Oh.
the meat tray.
I
Damaged
think.
you.
I know. I think Jay's unsure about what the meat tray is.
Oh, it's just lots of meat for the barbecue. Do you have barbecues at home, Jay?
Oh, yeah.
Yes. And is this the first time you've won a meat tray before?
Pardon?
Is this the first time you've won a meat tray?
Yeah.
Yeah, mate, it's all yours. There's all sorts of meat in there.
Jay, we also heard that we felt a little bit bad that we didn't give you a PlayStation, and so we gave you a Kogan voucher off air. And your teacher's having a bit of a tricky time at the moment, so you ended up giving your Kogan voucher away. Is that right?
Yeah.
That's sweet.
Very
mate.
sweet of you,
That's
Jay.
very generous. And we heard that and we thought, wow, like you were given $200, and that was for you for calling up.
Yep.
And you gave it away to someone who needed it more. So, Jay, and this is not a joke, we are actually going to give you a PlayStation.
Oh my God! Thank you.
Yeah, Jay.
That is real and legitimate and not a joke,
You're
Jay.
getting a PlayStation, dude. Very, very kind heart.
So much.
Have you ever had a PlayStation before?
I haven't. It's my first.
Oh, mate.
Dude.
Welcome
this
to the rest of your life, Jay.
is going to be a game changer. What sort of games do you want for the PlayStation?
Oh, I'm not sure yet.
Jay, you got to get the new Spider-Man. It looks awesome.
Thank you.
Yeah, I mean that doesn't come with it. You got to buy that. But I'm just saying. We're getting.
He's getting like $300 worth of meat and a PlayStation. I think Jay will be all right.
Well, look, this is all thanks to Kogan.com. Helps you get what you want for less. Kogan.com. Now that's clicking awesome. And Jay, you're all sorted.
We are going to shoot
Thank you,
though.
Kogan.
They're going to love that, Jay. Thanks. We're going to shoot you though. The Friday meat tray. You got to catch it, okay?
Okay.
All right, here we go.
It's coming, Jay. It's coming to Mount Martha.
Ooh, you've hit me in the face with the sausage.
Oh,
very good, Jay.
Sorry, Jay.
Sorry about that,
Very
mate.
sorry,
Hey,
mate.
When you get a PSN, I'll add you, dude. We can play FIFA online together.
EA Sports 24.
Oh, that's the one.
For more great comedy shows like this, head to novapodcasts.com.au.